Day 0, the real problem. It's 11:48 p.m. You told yourself you'd start at 8. But here you are, scrolling, snacking, spiraling. Let me ask you something. How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow"? How many unfinished to-do lists are buried in the graveyard of your notes app? And how many productivity videos have you watched instead of actually being productive? Today we're changing that. Not with hype, not with hustle, but with neuroscience. You're not lazy, you're not broken, you're just using the wrong operating system. And in the next 7 days, we're going to rewrite that code. Welcome to the 7-day Brain Hack Challenge to kill procrastination and rewire your life. Day 1, why you can't just try harder. Here's what most people get wrong. They think procrastination is about willpower, discipline, grit. But what if I told you it has nothing to do with how hard you try and everything to do with how your brain works? Let's break this down. Most people shame themselves for procrastinating, but procrastination is not laziness, it's emotional regulation. According to Dr. Tim Seikl, one of the top researchers in the field, procrastination is an emotion-focused coping strategy. It's what we do to avoid discomfort, fear, self-doubt, boredom, anxiety. So when you avoid writing that paper, making that call, or starting that workout, it's not because you're weak. It's because your brain is trying to protect you. Here's what's actually happening. Your brain sees the task and thinks it's threatening or unpleasant. Your amygdala, the fear center, lights up. And your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that plans and makes decisions, shuts down. So instead of focusing, you go into fight or flight mode. And the easiest escape? Your phone, your fridge, your bed, anything but the task. Let's simplify the loop. Cue. You see a task you don't want to do. Craving. You want emotional relief. Response. You procrastinate. Reward. You feel temporary comfort. This is not a character flaw, it's a pattern. And today we're going to break it. Your day 1 challenge. Grab a notebook. Write down 3 tasks you've been avoiding. And next to each one, write why. Not the surface excuse. Dig deeper. What emotion are you trying to avoid? Is it fear, perfectionism, confusion? Once you name the emotion, you can tame it. Day 2, your brain's dopamine loop. Let's talk dopamine, because this tiny brain chemical is secretly controlling your entire day. Most people think dopamine equals pleasure, but that's not quite true. Dopamine is not about getting the reward. It's about chasing it. Dopamine drives you to seek things, to pursue, to crave. So when your brain sees a task that feels boring or hard, and then it sees TikTok, guess which one it chooses? The one with more dopamine. Why? Because your brain gets more reward from anticipation than completion. The apps you use every day, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, they're designed like slot machines. Every scroll, every notification is a hit of dopamine. But here's the problem. That dopamine loop trains your brain to prefer short-term gratification over long-term growth. So how do we take back control? With something called a dopamine reset. Not a full detox, just a small recalibration. Here's your day 2 challenge. For the next 24 hours, no social media before noon, no screens during meals, and spend 30 minutes being intentionally bored. Go for a walk. Stare out a window. Do nothing. Let your brain remember what baseline feels like. Because if you're constantly flooding your mind with noise, you'll never be able to hear your own thoughts. And to beat procrastination, you need clarity. You're already building it, one day at a time. Day 3, the action over motivation. Hack. You don't need more motivation. You need more momentum. Let me explain. Most people wait until they feel motivated to act, but neuroscience says it works the other way around. Action leads to motivation, not the other way around. This is called the behavioral activation principle. Small actions can kickstart dopamine, and that dopamine, it fuels more action. So instead of waiting to feel ready, we start before we're ready. Here's your brain hack, the 2-minute rule. Whatever task you're dreading, shrink it down to just 2 minutes. Don't say, I'll write the whole report. Say, I'll open the doc and write one sentence. Don't say, I'll clean the house. Say, I'll pick up one sock. Your brain doesn't resist easy starts, but once you start, you're much more likely to keep going. Day 3. Challenge. Pick one task you've been avoiding. Commit to just 2 minutes. Then, see where it takes you. Momentum beats motivation. Scene 4, Day 4, the focus protocol. Let's face it, you can't kill procrastination without learning how to focus. And in today's world, your attention span is under attack. Here's what the science says. According to research at UC Irvine, the average knowledge worker switches tasks every 3 minutes. And it takes over 23 minutes to regain full focus after a single interruption. That leads to cognitive fatigue, task resistance, burnout. But here's the fix. Deep work in short bursts. It's called the Pomodoro technique, but with a twist. Here's the focus protocol. 25 minutes of deep work, 5 minutes of rest. After 4 cycles, take a 20-minute break. Now here's the twist. During your breaks, no screens, no doom scrolling, no inbox, no notifications. Instead, walk, stretch, breathe, hydrate. Your brain doesn't just need rest, it needs offline rest. Day 4. Challenge. Try one full focus protocol session today. That's 4 25-minute work blocks with real intentional rest in between. You'll be shocked how much you get done. Scene 5, Day 5. Rewrite your identity. By now, you've felt a shift. You're not just acting productive. You're becoming someone new. That's the key. Identity-based habit change. Here's how it works. Your brain loves consistency. Once you believe something about yourself, your actions follow that belief. So instead of saying, I'm trying to be productive, say, I'm the kind of person who finishes what they start. Instead of, I hope I can focus today, say, I'm someone who protects their focus. You're not faking it. You're training it, one rep at a time. Day 5. Challenge. Write one identity-based affirmation. Say it out loud. Write it on your wall. Set it as your phone wallpaper. Because your brain will believe what you repeatedly tell it. So start telling it the right story.